Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be showing you the weekly reset for Destiny 2 on March 3rd, 2020. Today is a very special day because only one special thing is happening on this week, and that special thing is that it is the end of the season. So this is your last chance to get anything from Season of the Dawn. You have 7 days from this point to claim anything that you still need. Personally, I still need to get to season rank 200 so I can get my 20 power bonus, so I can get that damn triumph for the season so that I'm ready for next season. I don't have to worry about that triumph. So I'll be grinding out like living hell on Twitch. So if you wanted to come by and watch, Twitch, link in the description down below. I have a full schedule there at my Twitch and the stream labels thing, so come check it out. We're just going to be doing some boring grinding, but we're going to be getting as much experience as we can. Oh, and hey, thanks for noticing that I'm in a pure gold 24 karat gold armor. If you didn't see it already, I've got a special build video that I made last Saturday, so check that out. It's actually a really fun and interesting video where I prove to the world that gold is the best. And before I get started, just wanted to mention the new calendar, the new rollout calendar that Bungie released for Season of the Worthy, talking about the stuff that's going to be coming, the major stuff that's going to be coming in the next season. Now, obviously, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going to be pretty straightforward. Just going to go over the basic details. Right when the DLC relaunches on March 10th, which is 1 week from now, there's going to be the Seraph Tower event, which is going to be the new PvE activity, kind of like the Sundial. It's going to be the focused PvE activity with new legendary weapons and armor. Following that, on the start of the first weekend of the DLC, for every single weekend from now on, we have the Trials of Osiris. It's going to be the new endgame PvP event, lots of pinnacle weapons, special, hardcore, sweaty game modes, trying to get flawlesses and all that whatnot. It's definitely something a lot of people are excited for that I am going to lose at very frequently. And on top of that, on March 10th to March 24th, so basically the start of the DLC for 2 weeks following that, we have the Seraph Bunker, EDZ, and Moon, which is going to be a legendary lost sector. My assumption is going to be one of those supercharged lost sectors with a few raid-like elements in them that you're going to need a team for. Following that, about a month later on April 21st, it's kind of weird that it's 1 month later. There's got to be something between then and then. But anyways, 1 month later, we have the new Grandmaster Ordeal Nightfall Strike difficulty, a new higher level Grandmaster Strike difficulty. My assumption is going to go all the way up to at least 1,000 power, maybe 990 power, but it's definitely looking like something that is trying to catch up with our power. At the same time, we have a new event called the Guardian Games, a free event for all players. Class competition, new legendary armors. My assumption is it's like the Olympic Games, but it's the 3 different classes, and whoever gets the most for their class wins. My assumption is just because the hunters have the most people playing hunters, the hunters will win. But come on, Titans, let's do this! And then finally, on April 7th, I've just realized everything is in the wrong order. Okay, on April 7th, that is actually between these two, you're gonna have the final bunker, the Seraph Bunker on IO, and apparently there's gonna be more as well. And those are just a couple things I wanted to touch on. I don't really know much more details on that. Why is this out of order? I don't understand. Moving on to the regular weekly reset, from everything from the Nightfalls to the Crucible to the Flashpoint. Let's go ahead and get started with the Nightfalls. For the Ordeal this week, it will be the Arms Dealer, which is a base game mission. Not a lot of points, definitely one of the better points from the base game missions, but you're going to have a tough time. You're probably going to need to play this on artist difficulty to get the full 100k. And unique for the Ordeal will be the Tilt Fuse Exotic Sparrow. For the regular resetting Nightfalls, we have Strange Terrain, the big wizard with solar stuff at the end, dropping the Braytech Osprey, which is required for Wayfarer. After that, we have Sabbath and Song, the big purple Shrieker at the end, that drops the Duty Bound Auto Rifle. And finally, the Warden of Nothing. That's going to be the Forsaken mission with the Servitor at the end of the Prison of Elders mission, and that drops the 2-burst hand cannon Warden's Law. Ironically, the fastest and highest scoring is going to be Strange Terrain. There's an exploit allowing you to kill those knights over and over and over again, and it's also very quick if you just run past everything. Very, yes. Moving on to the Crucible playlist, talking about the rotating playlist. Just want to mention again, the Lighthouse, the Empyrean Foundation is here. I assume this is where Trials of Osiris is going to go next week. But anyways, the rotating playlist, first of all, we have momentum controls. Let me just say, yes! Still need to get Randy's throwing knife, and this is a great mode to do it, because it's kind of like SWAT. Everybody has a lot less health and regenerations based on kills, so it gets kind of crazy. And then finally, we also have Lockdown, which is a mode that not very many people like. But for the most part, it's kind of like a domination like game mode, and when you capture all the zones, you golden snitch it. Moving on to the Reckoning playlist, this week it will be the swords. So if you need anything from the swords, including that last man standing with 1-2 punch, it is available this week, and the burn for this week will be Solar Singe. The heroic modifier this week will be Void Singe. As for the Flashpoint, this week it will be on the Tangled Shore, so completing the public events, Lost Sector, and Heroic Adventures to complete this as fast as possible. And I may say as well, there's also lore that is tied to the Flashpoint. If you're completing the public events or Lost Sectors or anything that counts towards the Flashpoint, when the Tangled Shore is the current Flashpoint, you get a set of lore that I believe is called Varix the Loyal. But it's one of those, I don't remember. As for Escalation Protocol, this week it will be the shotgun. That's because last week was all three, and next week will be the SMG. And if you do not have the Ikello shotgun, I highly recommend you go get it. It's not as popular as it used to be, but it's still an extremely effective shotgun that I use all the time, and it's probably going to be very effective for a long time until the obvious, retirement with the infusion thing that they're changing. Moving on to the Menagerie, this week it will be Hasapiko, beloved by Callus, the big minotaur with the shield walls. The normal mode will have Void Singe as its weekly burn, and the heroic version will have things like Extinguish, Iron, Blackout, and also Void Singe. So if you wanted to complete that this week, it is available. And again, Menagerie is a great place to get a lot of great weapons, very targeted, specifically choosing weapons, specifically choosing Masterwork. So if you want to get Alstringer, or if you wanted Imperial Decree, or Dustrock, or Arentil is in here as well. There's so many great options here. Use the Menagerie. It's an amazing availability. And yes, I say availability, get over it! As for the Nightmare Hunts this week, it will be Crota, Fogoth, and Dominus Gaul. For the most part, I would say Fogoth is probably going to be your easiest, and Crota is one of the hardest ones. For sure. As for the Garden of Salvation raid, this week we have a link to the chain. All players must refresh their Enlighten buff at approximately the same time, however the team may split up at different tethers. Now, I forget exactly which encounter this is, so let me know in the comments down below, because it says Consecrated Mind, but I feel like it says Consecrated Mind in every single one of these descriptions. What is this? What are you doing? How are you doing this? What's going on with this? How is this guy exploding constantly? What's going on? This is level up, right? This guy is leveling up. What is he doing to level up so much? He just leveled up like 30 times. How did he just do that? Moving on to Eververse's items. Oh, wow. I see a recluse, I get really surprised. But moving on to her items to show off what she has for Bright Dust and some general display of different things. First of all, she has the Grayscale Undergrowth. It's from the current season that I don't have, so I'll just pick that up. We have the ornament for the Recluse to change it to make it a little bit different. It is basically very similar. We have the Tip of the Spear Sparrow, which is... I still don't know what it's based upon. It's a very odd looking sparrow. And then we have the Shake It Out emote, which I assume is based on the song Shake It Out, shake it out. Yeah, I just cut that part. Moving on to the other Bright Dust section. Ooh, I've never actually seen this before. We have a couple of different items that I've never actually seen before, like the Keep It Clean emote. Are you really just picking up... Oh, there's the mic that was dropped by that one emote. Are you just picking up trash? For real? What is this about? I don't understand. You just threw the trash can. After that, we have the Omulon ship, which is a very interesting looking ship. These look like bombs for sure, absolutely. We've got a sparrow called the Viper 4S. Again, another somewhat original looking ship. The ornament for the Trust, in case you wanted. The ornament for the Bastion, which looks very, very nice. The chest piece for your specific class, whatever you're currently wearing, and of course the projection for your ghost, as well as a couple other things, including transmit effects, ghost projections, and some other colored shaders, which I keep forgetting to pick up, so I might as well pick up. Last chance of the season. Oh, you know what? I get it. Each one of these items are... Oh, actually, it's a different set of items this time. Each one of these items are part of some emote that we have had in the past. But it looks like they're all items from emotes that we've seen in the past. Yeah, look at that. I want you to look at that. And finally, Hawthorne's inventory, going to be showing off her weekly raid challenges. Starting up with the Last Wish raid challenge, we have Fight Forever. This is going to be during the Morgoth encounter, so during the big ogre part, There's going to be a bunch of regular-sized ogres that spawn near him. Just don't kill any of those regular-sized ogres. After that, for the Scourge of the Pass raid, we have Hold the Line, which should be in the first encounter of the raid. And in this encounter, basically just do everything faster. You're going to have a battery level right next to the map. Just don't let that get past halfway, and you should be fine. And finally, the Crown of Sorrows, Limited Blessings. And this one is going to be the first encounter of the raid, similarly to the Scourge of the Pass one. And in this encounter, only 2 people can have the buff at one time. So just switch between 2 people to another set of 2 people, back and forth. Should not be that hard. And that's going to be pretty much it. That's going to be the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, any concerns, any tips, tricks. If you just like the smell of glue in the morning, well, if that's true, you gotta find help. But let me know in the comments down below. Of course, my name is Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one. I work here now. Deal with it. I said deal with it. Really having a tete-a-tete, huh?